Jai Shri Mataji. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let us now listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
And from here, Indra went down and took away the wife. They incarnated. The gods incarnated here. And Indra went down, took away the wife of Hiranyakashipu with him to save her. And he went down and stayed in an ashram in Maharashtra, where there's a river flowing with my name, Neera. So now see how the combinations are. The Shandilya Muni, who was the guru of my family, that's why my Gotra is Shandilya. It was in his ashram he stayed. So the Muni Shandilya told that, see, this lady is a very pure lady, don't disturb her, and out of her will come a very great saint who will, by his own devotion, make the incarnation of Narasimha. You see the god Vishnu, which comes as the half, and he will kill this Asura. Now, part of the Egypt was also ruled by the Hiranyakashipu. Part of the Egypt. See how significant everything is. So this Narasimha came, when you know about Prahlada's story. Alright. So this little boy played there around and he made some things, and there's a temple very near. You have seen Narasimha's temple.
Narasimha, yes.
And that you have seen the statue made out of sand.
Yes.
That was made by Prahlad. And he came into the dreams of someone and said that in your temple, you please put the statue I have made. And they went round the Nira river and found it and put it there. So see the relationship, how it is. Now this Hiranyakashipu was killed by Narasimha. Narasimha, as you know, is the incarnation of Sri Vishnu. Because he had, the Hiranyakashipu had a blessing of Brahmadeva that not any animal can kill him, not any human being can kill him, not on the land or in the sky, and not with any weapon. All so many blessings he had taken. He had closed all the lines, see, so that nobody should kill him. But actually, he did not know there are ways and methods. So Sri Vishnu took the form of Narasimha. Is that he became the Simha, means the lion, and the lower portion of a man. And it so happened that Hiranyakashipu asked Prahlada, "Where is your God?" He said, "This is everywhere." So he said, "All right, is he in this pillar?" He said, "Yes, he is in this pillar also." So he hit the pillar. See, the pillar must have been the same style as you make Greek style, pillar of stone. So he knew that in the pillar, how can anybody be? It's a stone. He hit it, but the pillar broke, out of which came out Narasimha with long hands and claws. And he took that Hiranyakashipu and put him on his lap, because neither on the sky nor in the ground. And with his claws, because they were not weapons, he opened his stomach and killed him. So because he was also ruling in Egypt, the people of Egypt made they were Assyrians. Assyrians are Asuras. They were the ones who were Asuras. That's why they were called Assyrians. So they made the statue of their god Sphinx the other way round than Narasimha. So the upper part of the Sphinx is that of man, and the lower part of that statue is that of lion. This is very ancient story I am telling you. So how the Greeks went to India long time back, because all these devas were Greeks. And these devas were like Indra, what he did, then Varuna and all these things. But I think because the whole idea got perverted, whole thing, they could not see the proper image of their faces in their meditation, because they perverted them. So they could not see, and they saw perverted faces. They saw them nude and that kind of thing, which was all their own imagination. working, because they were indulging into all kinds of immoral things. So they made it absolutely what you call a very immoral type of uh, relationships and things among them. So that was their own ideas, and they put it. But also, as a result of that, they could never see the body or the faces of these devatas properly. So they made them more like, quite ugly looking faces they made. Like I saw Pasidon they have made here, which they gave it to my husband also. It's not at all like Varuna, I can tell you. So, and absolutely nude, it's so embarrassing. They gave it to my husband and he didn't know where to look, and I just started laughing because he's a very shy man, my husband. And he had to put it in his office, you see, hidden somewhere, and it looks very funny. And he was saying, why not we use a kind of a uh, covering with some silver. I said, it's an antique they have reproduced. You can't do through an antique. I said, all right, where should I put it? I said, put it in some corner. So with such expense they gave it. But my husband was quite upset about it, you see. Every time he sees this gentleman, he says, this gentleman is no good. All right. So then this part of the history is there. On that history stands the modern Greek. So if you see from Socrates to Christ, people had evolved, we think, but they also crucified Christ. So what was their evolution? Though if you see what Christ preached and what Christ preached and Socrates preached, there is much difference. Because Socrates talked in parables, not openly, while Socrates talked in a very open way, in an open discussion, in an open understanding. That shows only that the people could understand what he was saying. But still, he was also killed. Socrates also was given poison, and he was also killed. So that shows that at that time also the people in charge or at the helm of affairs didn't know what was reality. So now from Christ to Socrates and from Socrates to me, we can say this way, that we are talking about him. Though Socrates came in the year, how much BC he was?
About 500 years before
Christ. 500 before Christ. So might be that Christ must have felt that Socrates, he talked so openly, so nicely to people, as because he was primordial master. He realized it. So he talked in parables. He thought that no use talking straight like Socrates, because see, they are very straightforward people. The primordial masters have to be they are by nature extremely straightforward. Even today's those who were real gurus, they would not accept any person. They would throw away. They would beat people. Even musicians in India, those who are great masters, they would beat their disciples if they played something wrong, like very harsh people. So it was all right for Socrates also to tell things very plain and simple and all that, but still he was killed. And then Christ, who was 500 years later, came. See, he saw the point that no use talking, because he came at Agya, talking in that way. If you tell somebody, don't do like this, even reason it out like Socrates did, he is the master of logic, you can call him. The whole logic system comes from him. He's a master of logic. But despite that, it did not appeal to the logic of the people who were at the helm of affairs. So they have no logic in their heads. You see, they are just rationalists. Rationality is blindness, but there's no logic. So because there is no logic, they killed him. And Christ understood that there is no logic with these people, so better talk to them in parables. So he talked to them in parables. But still they killed him. Helm, the authorities, they couldn't bear. They thought he's becoming very powerful, or whatever it was. The Jews themselves were very funny, and they did it. So in Sahaja Yoga, what I decided that at least I should give realization to people first. And then I can talk to them whatever I like. Now I'm talking to you everything and you are understanding it because you are realized souls. But I cannot talk this to an ordinary person. So we have two types of people, one who are Sahajogis and one who are not. Of course, there are some Sahajogis who are not very worthy of this, I agree. And they may just go back or something. But you can become worthy of understanding all this knowledge because your Kundalini can make you so capable and your Sahasrara are so good that you can absorb what I am saying and can logically see what I am saying is true. And you can also verify it, whether it is true or not. So this stage of yours, I think, is the highest stage of awareness, where collectively you are understanding me. The situation is not so bad as it was even at the time of Christ. Before that, of Socrates' time, I think he was the only wise man going around. There was nobody else seems to have any wisdom. Even his disciples, you see, like Plato, he went off his head. Then Aristotle went off his head. Both of them really were tried to have their own arbitrary additions, which were all absolutely. But he talked absolutely, Socrates talked absolutely about gods and everything and talked so openly. Then, in the same way, we can say the primordial master state is that we have Muhammad Sahib. He was also killed. He was also killed because he told the truth. Then came Nanaka. He was not killed, but nobody bothered about him. And the people who really follow him are just in the opposite direction. Supposing he was saying, come this way, so they are going in that way. You find even same thing with Christ. If Christ said, come this way, the Christians are going that way. Every religion is just the same. Same with Krishna's Gita. Those who preach Gita are just, if Krishna is standing here and saying, come this way, Gita is saying, they are preaching Gita, going down, taking people downward. So it is common with all religions that they have always used the name of prophets and of all the incarnations just to make money and to take everybody to hell. Straightforward march to hell. See, so now those who are alert about it and those who have seen it, that this is all nonsense, are in Sahaja Yoga. And Sahaja Yogis can't do that because they have come quite a long way now on this side. So they are going to pull out many others to that side instead of going themselves down. So this is the situation today. And that's why I say Greece is a very wonderful area where we can work it out. If Athena could be awakened here, this place could be of very great help to us. Now there are very balanced Greek people. They have great sense of art because of right side Swadhisthana. Also, they have lots of qualities of understanding the uh, worthlessness of too much indulgences and all that. It is so. But the immorality grew now because they started copying Westerners. Otherwise, the women here were very moral women. Right? This is only in these 20 years this change has come. Before that, the women were very moral, very good women lived here. And some of them are now in India, as I told you. They came with Alexander. And they were very good husbands and wives and very good families. This is only, I don't know why, about 20 years or 25 years at the most, you can say. The Kali Yuga is showing its effects here also. But it's a very solid country. And still they respect a woman who has character. Respect her. They may use a woman who has no character, but they respect the woman who has character. And also respect the mother. So there are lots of qualities in this country which are still existing, in some places lingering, and some places effective. So the job of Sir Yogis is to somehow or other evoke that integrating force in them of the Athena, and I'm sure we can purify this country. May God bless you.
Mahamantras. Thank you, Shimataji, for this beautiful morning meditation. Let us all bow down to Shimataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and put Bandhan. We will continue with our morning meditation tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.